What's going on YouTube? It's Del the Crypto Sapien back with another video. I've been down and out for a while, you guys. I know you didn't see a video from me for a minute. It was because I was dealing with some illness, trying to do that pneumonia thing. I didn't like it. Every time I was recording a video, I start coughing, so that was no good for my YouTube channel. Anyway, of course, you know my channel is roaring. If you like what you see, always consider subscribing. Hit that button down low, hit the like, hit a comment, help me out. I know I'm small right now when it comes to YouTube subscribers, but hey, my channel will be blowing up. You know why? Because I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Thank you, Stuart Smiley. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Brew Labs today, but before I get into that, I must always give you guys a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say can be considered financial advice or should be considered financial advice. You must always do your own homework, do your own due diligence before you get into any cryptocurrency investment. Again, we're going to talk about Brew Labs after the break. We're going to have a lot of fun. Later on, I'm going to look at the chart, but I'm going to tell you why Brew Labs is making some major moves, even in this down market that you got to pay attention to. So welcome back. If you're like me, your portfolio is taking a major beating in this down market. So like for the last 3-4 months, this crypto winter is extended. Now we saw some nice high points where we thought things was going to bounce back, but you know, Bitcoin, everything is down. Stocks are down. So in this time right here, we got a lot of people who are panicking. A lot of people are trying to figure out what's going on. Nobody really knows where the bottom is. So for me, it's a great time to do what I call, or what everybody calls, dollar cost averaging. So what does that really mean? That means, hey, no matter whether you buy at an all-time high, as the prices continue to decrease, add more. So for me, when it comes to Brew Labs, if I got $50, $75, I'm swapping it out for some BNB, and I'm gonna buy me some more Brew Labs. Why? Because I fundamentally believe in the project. If nothing's changed about the team, and nothing's changed about the project, but they continue to build and go forward, I don't see why you would be scared in this time. Now, I know there's some people who want marketing. They want marketing, they want things to go back up. They want to see the token go back up. And sometimes I question that. So if you're in that boat and you want to see the token price increase real quick, I'm thinking you're trying to sell your bag. Now, that's your business. That's what you want. But for me, these prices are low and I'm loving it. Why? Because again, I have a bag goal. So with that bag goal, I can continue to build my bag. So these prices right now for me are great. Considering what I know about what the team is doing, I think it's a great time to continue to invest in Brew Labs. Again, do your own research. Don't just take my word for it. So when I talk about Brew Labs, one of the most important things to me is a suite of products and services. Now, the first time I did a few videos, I talked about them having a dozen or maybe even more. Right now, I think they're around 15 or 16 products and services, and they continue to build their ecosystem. Now, these products and services, some people can call utilities because these utilities do contribute to buyback and they reward holders. But listen, utilities in my mind come in two types. There are circular utilities and then there are branch utilities. I want to talk about the difference and what I consider to be significant about each. So if you have a circular utility, I want to explain what those are. Circular utilities to me are utilities that kind of stay within your hold account. So if you have like a lottery and you're a small project, let's say you have 2,000 holders and you produce a lottery. So who's going to be buying into that lottery? If you're not marketing and nobody knows about your project outside of those holders, so you're talking about those 2,000 holders buying into your lottery. So you're just recycling money. So those circular utilities kind of work when you have like, you know, hundreds of thousands of holders. Those are great because there's a lot of people, a lot of eyes. But if you're not marketing and you have a low holder account, those circular utilities, again, they're just recycling the same money and you can't really grow your project. So the branch utilities are what Brew Labs, in my opinion, is all about. Yes, they have some utilities that, you know, help holders. Like, for example, their swap. That's going to help holders. It's going to help anybody. But branch utilities, in my opinion, are ones that branch out and offer more to the crypto space. So for example, if you have an NFT marketplace, NFT minting, those can be considered a branch utility, especially when you have a high holder count and you're marketing those things, they're going to be sold throughout. I mean, that's just a crypto space kind of utility that everybody can take advantage of. So for me, Brew Labs and their products and services are all branch utilities. I mean, some things can be around in the holder count, but most of the utilities and products they're offering can be done and used by everybody, every project. So I'm gonna show you in particular when I get to looking at their factory. Now their factory is something new that they rolled out where they wanted to give everybody a behind the scenes look at all the products and services that they're doing for different projects. And you're gonna see, they almost have 100 crypto contract builds, like smart contract builds. I don't know many projects that even build 1 or 2 contract builds with their developers, but for Brew Labs to have almost 100 builds, I mean, I know the saying is practice makes perfect. That's not what I believe. I mean, practice makes proficient. They're not practicing, they're doing. Again, P. Diddy said a long time ago, don't speak about it, be about it. Brew Labs is simply about it. So think about those two types of utilities, circular utilities and the branch utilities. And I believe Brew Labs is mastering it when it comes to the branch utilities. So when talking about Brew Labs, I've already told you that the price to me is not something major. Right now, the price is excellent. It's where I want it to be. It's where it allows me to do what I need to do to build my bag. I want to talk about these products and services. I want to talk about what's coming in the future. I want to talk about this bridge from Binance to Ethereum. But for me to do that, I need to go to the brewlabs.info website. I do want to go behind the scenes and show you what a factory looks like and why that's important. And I'm going to do some voiceover kind of talking through the website and things. So I want to show you and talk to you about why I think these things are significant. We talked about the swap aggregator allowing you to find the best price across different exchanges. Now the Zapper, I think the Zapper is going to fully be out sometime soon. I've been able to test it to do my own liquidity pairing for some farming that I did on the site, but the Zapper is significant. Brew Labs is simply building an ecosystem where you don't have to leave the Brew Labs site to do what you need to do. Considering like you can buy right there through the swap, you can farm, you can do your staking right there on site. So Brew Labs is doing things in a smart way. Now I know I talked about the bridge just briefly. We'll talk about that more and why that's going to be significant, particularly because it's going to allow some opportunities for people to sell across the different chains and to profit a little bit. Now for me, a person who wants to hold their bag, I don't consider myself to be anyone who's going to sell a single token. And I do want to talk about the upcoming launchpad. Now, when it comes to the bridge is supposed to be coming out late September, October. The launchpad was initially around that same time, but I think it could be a few more months. Now, I know a lot of people are building launchpads. That's something that's not unique in this space, but something about Brew Labs and the way they do things and as much experience as they've had with different builds, I'm interested in seeing what they do with their launchpad, because right away from their launchpad, they're going to be able to offer people a whole suite of services right then and there. Several different products that you can take right from launch through the Brew Labs platform. So I don't know all the ins and outs. I know they have some different things they're going to be doing to help projects, particular things that I'm not at liberty to talk about because I don't know all the ins and outs. And I know from talking to Sire, even the mods don't know all the ins and outs. But there's some things that are coming down the pipeline from Brew Labs that I believe that you're going to want to be able to hold and hold on the Brew Labs token and see what happens. Now, again, I can't hype the things up. I just kind of know, I kind of see, I kind of listen and find out what's going on. And I've seen the proof in the pudding. They continue to build excellent track record of what they're doing right now and excellent track record going into the future. The price is the least thing that I'm worried about, but we need to go to the website so I can kind of show you some things and we can look at where things are going, and I can have those people who are holders right now just rest assured everything's going to be all right. And if you're worried about it, hey, I can buy your tokens from you if you want me to. I'll think about it. But anyway, hold, accumulate. That's what I'm doing. Hold, accumulate. Anyway, let's go look at that website. As promised, good people, we are at the brewlabs.info website. Again, always come to the main website to check out what's going on with any particular project you're interested in. So not a lot has changed with Brew Labs except for this whole factory link here. And one more thing I want to show you under the tools. So we'll take a look at that. But first, I think it's imperative that I do show you the roadmap. So I've already clicked on the link and opened it up in a new window. So let's talk about the Brew Labs roadmap, what's been completed. You can take the time and read here. Of course, Brew Labs did relaunch Healing Potion to become Brew Labs and everything else. So just go down there and read a couple things, product release. So this is amazing in and of itself because some projects don't release any products. So when you see more than 5 or 6 products already released and completed, that's great. The first 120-day achievement, again, successful CertiK audit for staking pools, the regular smart contract, contract engineering development for over 100 projects. And they're going to show you those when I go to the factory and show you particularly what these things are for each and every project. Now, in development, these are things that we're still waiting for as a community, and we know that they are coming. The staking pool mentor. Now, this is providing automation. So Brew Labs is all about making things easier and automated. The less people and less hands that have to be involved. If you write a smart contract in a program that will do it automatically, then that will reduce the likelihood of some problems that are popping up. So the staking pool mentor is going to be integrated into partner launch pads. So that's going to be awesome. In addition to that, they have additional chain releases for the staking and farming platform. This is already done, so this actually can be moved to completed pretty much. So they have farming platform and staking platform for Phantom, Polygon, Avalanche, Ethereum. So, and they're adding even more. Decentralized bot marketplace, the bot yard, which is coming in works. And I think this is kind of on the back end a little bit. They're not rushing to get the bot yard out. The sweep tool to remove dust called the brewlabs furnace. Decentralized token bridging. So this is the brewlabs bridge. I think I talked about this bridging from Binance to Ethereum, and this is coming in late September, October. So about 3 to 4 months from now, we can expect that. And this services hub, and even more things are planned. I know they talk about NFT staking that is on the horizon. I think it's actually going to be coming quicker than we think, but I can't say anything more about that because I don't fully know. But take your time to go look at the roadmap and achievements. And if you have a project out there that's got as many achievements as brewlabs, just go ahead and let me know. I'd be interested in checking them out and seeing what they're doing. But in terms of this crypto space and offering more to different projects, brewlabs is, I think, knocking it out the park. So back to the homepage, I talked about this new link called Factory. I think this is super important. Step into the factory to see all the services we offer to and the active projects. So let's go to the factory. I've already clicked on that link here. So I'll close up this and I'll go here straight to the factory. So this in and of itself, trusted by over 52 clients. It says join a winning list of crypto projects partnering with the most innovative developers in this space. And I do want to talk about these developers in terms of where they are in the Binance platform in general, because there is a most valuable builder program that I hope that brewlabs gets selected for. But 180 jobs completed, 96 smart contracts written. I think I did in my introduction, talked about almost 100 smart contracts written, 120 staking pools. Now, like these numbers may seem a little bit insignificant, but they are not. And hopefully you guys kind of see the picture the way I see it. I don't know many projects that even partner with one or two different projects, but have over 52 clients to complete over 180 jobs and continue to grow. And then 96 smart contracts written. Again, there are some people that, you contract out their own smart contracts. So they didn't even build them themselves. So they can't fix them, can't do anything with them. That's fine. But who's building your smart contract really matters. And brewlabs has done it at least 96 times to date. So that is huge. Like I said, some developers don't build 1, 2, 3. They don't engineer that many contracts. So to have 96 written, that is amazing to me. That means they are really thoroughly doing their job and people trust them. And again, 120 staking pools are continuing to grow. More are growing as they add new different chains for the staking pool. But this right here is also super important. If you look at projects, it says projects. Brewlabs Factory offers individuals the opportunity to bring their cryptocurrency ideas to life through smart contract engineering, auditing, development, and launch. So let's just scroll through. Now, I think this factory piece is really informative. You get the name of the project, the services that are offered, the status as to whether it is in development, active or inactive, the category that it falls into, and the networks. Now, of course, being a Binance smart chain project, most of the projects that are seeking help from brewlabs right now are Binance projects, but brewlabs, with it going across bridge and their ability to already engineer smart contracts on other platforms, will allow them to have more exposure and even do more projects on different platforms. So here we are, just looking. Let's check out Balto. Balto is a great community. They're doing some great things for dogs. So if you're a dog owner, dog lover, check out the Balto token. But brewlabs is a smart contract build, staking pool, geo farming. The +6 is altogether all the products and services brewlabs offers for Balto. So we already talked about the staking smart contract, but they offer consulting, the treasury, and a custom smart contract. So everything they've been doing behind the scenes for these projects that people, it's like when they talk about having clients, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about these different things that they're offering, the things that they're doing to help these projects go forward. So I love to see this in development. That means that things are ongoing. So there's no shortage of work for brewlabs and their team. They continue to work in this space and build other projects up. Again, I always talk about they don't down other projects. They don't. They talk openly in trying to inform people about what to look out for, but they're not downing other projects. They simply want to help as much as they can to help make this space better. There's Dripto. So if you're a sneakerhead and into like fashion, I know Dripto is a real world project that's out there now. The staking pool is on the BrewLabs platform, but it's also Ethereum based. So you can look and see everything. I mean, I'm scrolling, and it's not an infinite number, but there are a lot of projects that have used BrewLabs services, and this list will continue to grow and grow. And for these projects, that's more exposure. So as me being a BrewLabs holder coming to this page, I'm interested in what's going on with other projects. Oh yeah, let me stop right here. War Pigs. So War Pigs is a new project coming out in a couple of days. I think the launch is July 7th. BrewLabs has done some consulting with them, token smart contracts, staking pools, dApp development, everything that this token is getting ready to do. BrewLabs has simply been involved in, and this is one of the things that they're most excited about. It's Ethereum based, but this project is supposed to be actually, bridging fiat and crypto. So they're going to actually be doing some things that's going to take the token out into the world to make money based via fiat, and then that fiat is going to feed back into the treasury contract, which is continue to build value for this token. So check out Warpix token, WPT. It's coming out. I can't say everything about it. I don't know, but I do find myself interested in it. But that is the factory, folks, for BrewLabs. Let's go here. Now, I talked about MVB. So Binance has this most valuable builder program, man. With all the work that BrewLabs has done, I hope they get selected. I think the selection piece comes in over the next week or so. We should be finding out. But this right here, if they are selected and they go through this program, which I believe they will be selected because of the work that they've done and their reputation in the space, it will offer a lot of exposure for BrewLabs and a lot of opportunities for actually more capital to continue to build. It says it's a 6 to 8 week program designed to help top project teams deliver a working product. So BrewLabs already has products, so more working products and things they're working on. I think it's going to be phenomenal if they're into this most valuable builder program. Even further, it doesn't matter what stage the project is in. From what I read down below, it doesn't matter. The focus is just helping good teams get better. And I know BrewLabs has a great team and a lot of experience, so I hope they are selected. So Binance, if you're listening, if you come across my video, select BrewLabs. Let's go take a look at the chart. So here we are at Volcania.io. I always like to come to Volcania. I talk about them all the time, and they have corrected the 24-hour high and low for the most part, but we know the market is taking a hit. Now, this beautiful chart is pretty much where BrewLabs has been the whole time, from launch all the way up to the all-time high. With it slipping down, market conditions continue to help the push prices down. But in general, this is nice and healthy. So for anybody like myself who is interested in investing, I find this price to be very, very reasonable, very, very attractive, particularly based on where it's been. I mean, it's not the lowest of lows, but it's right in line with, a project that's been kind of, I don't want to say trading sideways, but positive in addition. So if you were to trace this trend line all the way across, it's been pretty positive going forward, even in these market conditions. So that's important to me. I would love to see this all-time high. I know we will see it again at some point and beyond. So it's going to continue to reach above that. But right now, this is a good time to kind of accumulate. Like I said, I'm not worried about price. This will return at some point in the game as Binance continues to increase, as things continue to come back, as the market recovers. This will come back. Not worried about that. So right here, man, I feel like I'm getting a huge discount. I hope everybody else feels the same. Now, I know there are people who are worried who have to take profits. There are people who've been doing that all along and continue to do whatever you need to do. I don't know your family situation, but as for me, I love this area right here. I will continue to buy. If it drops a little more, I continue to buy because I know the strength of this project and what's going on. Talking about strength. Now, I've always talked about BIBO, which is BNB BrewLabs out, the treasury contract. So here we can see some of the latest trades and everything. This is why I do like Volcania. You can see the trades, you can see the actual transactions, you see the number of holders and whatnot. And remember, like, these holders can be a little mixed number because some people are 100% staked. I used to be. I'm not 100% staked at this point, but I do continue to accumulate both compound in my staking pool and also accumulate on the outside. Minus one holder for the period. Oh my God. But anyway, looking at top wallets, the team wallet staking pools hold a great deal of the token supply. I mean, I think that is, if I can do my math really quickly, close to 60-some%, 70%
getting there. And then here, the Treasury contract Bible, which has been doing a phenomenal job. The last time I talked to you guys, I think it was just over 2%, maybe 2.25%. Now it's over 3% of the total supply. And these prices are really attractive for Bible because that means at this rate, the Bible can continue to accumulate more and more Brew Labs tokens. So I think before I talked to you guys, it was maybe the fifth largest wallet, largest holder. Here, the Treasury is at 31,578,715 tokens to date. And this is a good number. Again, it's continue to climb and continue to climb. We can see that liquidity and pancake swap, I think it went up a little bit here too. Staking pools continue to look pretty good and look healthy. I think some people pulled out of a particular pool here, but no matter what, I like where this thing is going. I like the Treasury contract. I like that it continues to ride high and get bigger and bigger. And at some point, remember, the Treasury cannot sell. So they have this whole mechanism that cannot sell but only accumulate. And there are certain instances in which the Treasury can be accessed at a price. Remember, if they access the Treasury, they're pretty much using it for to maybe top off staking pools and also for some bonds, something like that. I mean, the team controls that, but right now they have no interest in going into the staking pool, into the Treasury contract. They're happy with where things are going. And I would like to see what happens as the Treasury contract continues to grow and grow. So that's Brew Labs, a chart in a nutshell. Remember, price right here does not speak to the value of this company. I believe Brew Labs is severely undervalued. So for me, I'm very comfortable with where things are. In fact, I've never been more comfortable about anything in my life. It's kind of weird. I just have a level of comfort. So there are a lot of projects I look at and I see, man, how can these people keep holding these projects knowing that, things are not looking good? But I understand. I think some people are drinking Kool-Aid, but when it comes to Brew Labs, you see the evidence. You see the projects. You see the factory. You see everybody they're working with. They continue to add more teams and projects to their offerings and continue to get more clients. So you see the fruit of what they're doing. So I'm just super comfortable with that. So going to the Twitter page again, this is the Team Brew Labs Twitter site, and there's a lot more activity going on with the team, particularly in Sire Maverick, who just got himself a Twitter account. But you follow Sire if you can. It's just Sire at Sire BL, which stands for Brew Labs. Talks a lot about projects and just setting projects up in general. So if you're thinking about getting into a cryptocurrency project or launching your own project, Sire does give you a lot of kind of tidbits on just information on things you need to think about, particularly around your liquidity pool and your token supply. So he will go on these multi-thread tweets. So I think it's worthwhile to follow and look. But the community is still growing strong. I mean, still doing pretty well. 9,700 followers. If they get selected for this most valuable builder program, folks, it's early. It's super, super early. I'm glad to be a holder. I hope that I can get what I need to get before this thing truly takes off the way I believe it will. But if they get exposure through this most valuable builder program, you can be sure that this price will and these followers will continue to increase. So just check it out. I hope you're comfortable with Brew Labs. I will be back at the end of this just to kind of give my final thoughts and wrap up, let you guys see this beautiful face again. But hey, that's it. A nice look at the website, a nice look at the roadmap, a nice look at the factory and everything else. Take care.
All right, folks, thank you guys for sticking with me through the end. I know this was a longer video than usual, and I showed my face more than I like to, but hey, I look good. Anyway, I'm supportive of Brew Labs. I hope you guys are too. I hope you see what I see when I look at this project. They're simply doing a lot of things very, very well. I didn't talk about all the ins and outs of what they have going on. There's so many different things. I don't even know or remember if I covered the Zapper, but I know the Zapper is the newest tool that's coming out. Should be out in the next few days. Again, they're trying to keep everybody on site to be able to do what you need to do right from a few clicks. They're thinking about the users. They're thinking about holders all the time. By itself, Brew Labs doesn't even need me as a holder. The company by itself could exist without us having a token in general, but I like that they included us. I'm along for the ride, no matter where it goes. I see nowhere but upside when it comes to Brew Labs. I think this is a phenomenal value, and I hope you see it as well. So I'm going to be covering a lot of topics, a lot of projects this weekend. I plan on rolling out a lot of content because I've missed you guys. But please consider subscribing to my channel. You must smash that like button, share it, comment, no matter what. I'm gonna be rolling out content after content. I just miss you guys. I miss sharing projects. And again, right now is a good time. While this market is down, it's time for you to learn. It's time for you to do your research. It's time for you to study and just be ready for when the upside comes, because it is coming. We know historically that the market does take these waves, but in the end, it outgains anything else that is out there. So if you're holding a nice little bank account, getting like 0.1%, poo on you. I'm sorry for you. The market will return and you will do better in the market than you will putting your money under a mattress or just hiding it, because inflation will eat you alive. And hopefully you guys get into a good project like brewlabs that will take you to the, I guess they say the moon. I don't even believe in all that phrasing, but hey, it's going to do well overall. Thank you.